We're not live, are we? Wait. What do we get for this?
Off.
Bye.
Welcome to Jacobs Field for today's varsity baseball game between St. Anne Belfield and your St. Christopher Saints. I'm here with Wes Featherstone as we'll start off the first inning.
That one goes foul.
Up first for Stab will be Mario Lopez-Esser, the catcher, also a freshman.
Harrison Coble to pitch today, the sophomore for the Saints. That one a bit too high. Another ball there. Make it a 3-1 count. And Esser gets the walk. Up now for Stab, Alex Markopoulos, the senior captain. First pitch hits the strike zone. Tries to pick off the man at first. Can't get it there in time.
Pitch is way outside from Coble. That'll make it 1-1 for Markopoulos. Also outside again from Coble. That'll make it 2-1. Coble will try to pick off at first, but Lopez-Esser is back safely. So Alex Markopoulos, Wes, now batting, just committed to Bucknell recently for baseball.
A really good player for the Saints.
Two count now for Markopoulos. Pitch is again outside. That'll be 3-2 now, full count for Markopoulos. Full count, and Coble will step off the mound, check over at first. Lopez-Esser is back safely. Full count pitch on the way from Coble. That one is jacked to left field.
Doesn't look like it'll hit foul, and it'll go out.
Yep, that'll be a home run. So, not a great start for the Saints as Bucknell commit Alex Markopoulos homers to far left field, and Mario Lopez-Esser will score as well. It'll be 2-0 here immediately. Saints are yet to get an out.
Up now for St. Anne's Belfield, Van Spinelli, another senior captain. Plays second base in pitches. That will be a ball.
So pitches again outside from Coble. He's hit that same spot, I think 4 times now. That far outside pitch, and a little bit high too.
That one to first base. Roots gets it. Tags him out to the first out of the inning. Up now for Stab, Henry Ford, the 8th grader. Not often you see an 8th grader on varsity baseball.
Definitely, but they've actually got 3 8th graders, which is definitely surprising.
That one goes foul.
One count for Ford. He'll ground that one out to short, but finds the gap in between third and short, excuse me. And Henry Ford will safely advance to first. So now it's Burleson for Stab, a junior. And Henry Ford is at first. Pitch is way low. Wild pitch from Coble. And looks like Ford will easily advance to second.
I believe that Aaron Argo now pinch running for Ford. So that's him on second. Argo trying to steal third.
Get another high and away pitch from Coble. That'll make it 3-0 here. That one's inside for a strike. 3-1 now for Burleson. Pitches again, high and outside from Coble. He's at that same spot a couple times now so far in this game. So Burleson will get walked, and now batting will be number 14, Keyshawn West, the outfielder. He's a junior. And looks like Saints will have a chat with Coble. He's been off to a shaky start. Had lead off with Marco Lopez Esser had a single and then got home off of the home run from, I think it was, it was Alex Markopoulos, number 15, homered to left field, scoring Marco Lopez Esser and himself, and then Coble just recently struck out Ford singled, struck out Spinelli, and then walked the last one here, Burleson. Oh, 0-2 count for Coble here. Pitching to Keyshawn West, so off to a better start after the chat. Keyshawn West will check at that one. It'll be a ball. 1-2 now. Argo takes off, but it'll be foul, so he'll have to go back to second. Still 1-2 for West. high and outside again from Coble. He's hit that same spot throughout this first inning. Hits it again there. 2-2 count now for West. And Arger's looking to take off. There he goes. High and outside. Schmidt will throw it up third, way over his head. And West is going to easily advance home. No question about it. Excuse me, not West, Argo. So high throw from Schmidt. And over the head of the third baseman there. And Argo gets home from second. So Saints are off to a rough start. In the past, usually not going down this quickly. They've had a pretty good season thus far. And it looks like Keyshawn West is up again. I think they just
3-2 count. Hey, he shouldn't have advanced there.
right.
He strikes out anyway.
Now batting, number 21, Ethan Delorier.
Ethan Delorier, sophomore. Hits it to short. Farrell's throw to first will end the top of the first. Saints looking to come out and score after an early 3-0 deficit. We'll be back with you for the start of the bottom of the first.
Number 5, Griffin O'Farrell.
Up now for the Saints, number 5, Griffin O'Farrell.
Pitching for St. Anne's Belfield will be Alex Morkopoulos, who homered to left field in the first inning.
Starting off with a strike. That one a bit too high.
Pitch from Morkopoulos is high and just outside. That'll be 2-1 now for O'Farrell. That'll be low and just inside. That'll be 2-2 now for O'Farrell. O'Farrell will crack that one to shortstop, and it's going to be error from the shortstop. I can't actually see who it is, but O'Farrell's in advance to second as that ball went off the glove of the shortstop and into the outfield.
Up now for the Saints,
Looks like their catcher. That's
Carter Schmidt.
yep. And Henry Ford has a quick chat with Markopoulos. Not sure what that'd be about, but
Now batting, number 2, Carter Schmidt.
so Farrell at second, Schmidt at bat. Schmidt's a lefty, which is usually pretty rare, but first pitch will be a ball from Markopoulos. And Wes wouldn't be surprised to see Farrell take off on one of these pitches in advance of 30s pretty quick. Strike from Markopoulos will make it 1-1.
That one hits the dirt, so it'll be 2-1.
Three-one count now for Schmidt. It'll be a strike. It'll be a full count now for Schmidt. So Farrell still at second. Full count. Pitch on the way from Markopoulos. Way inside, and Schmidt will advance to first. That's a walk. Now batting will be Old Dominion commit Patrick Rutzis.
Now batting, number 24, Patrick Brutus.
On deck is Damani Fleming.
So Rutzis and Fleming, two of the most powerful hitters on the team.
Yeah, and both had pretty big impacts on the football season as well. Fleming was a incredible linebacker for St. Chris, and Rutzis was behind center for his junior and senior years here.
That one goes foul.
0-2 count now for Rutzis. O'Farrell at second, Schmidt at first. One is way inside and high for Rutzis, so it'll be 1-2 now.
That one up in the air to center field. He gets it, Rutzis.
O'Farrell's going to tag up from second. He'll advance to third, and Schmidt will stay at first.
Up now, as you mentioned, Damani Fleming, another senior.
Now batting, number 12, Damani Fleming.
Why do you keep turning the music off?
Because the guy said pause and he said
So O'Farrell's definitely in scoring position here, even with just a far hit from Fleming, which he's absolutely capable of. First pitch will be a strike from Markopoulos. Throw over to first, but Schmidt's back in time for sure. Fleming's going to jack that one out to left field, and O'Farrell's easily going to store. Schmidt will advance to second, round second, but decides to stay. and Fleming to first. So Saints will score a run there in the bottom of the first, and still only one out left. So they're in good shape.
Now batting, number 33, Tate Gathright.
So it's yet another senior here for the Saints. It'll be Tate Gathright at bat. First one is outside for a strike. Another strike for Markopoulos, and Gathright is quickly in an 0-2 situation here.
Gathright will go out swinging there.
Yeah, 3 straight strikes from Markopoulos. That's rough. So it'll be
Jack Sinella for the Saints,
Now batting, number
sophomore.
32, Jack Snella.
Two out, Schmidt on second, Fleming on first. First one's a little bit high.
pitch is way outside for Markopoulos. 2-0 count now for Sinella. Yet again inside for Markopoulos. It'll be 3-0 now. Schmidt at second, Fleming at first. Pitch is right down the middle inside for a strike. 3-1 now. Three-one count for Sinella. Yet again inside for a strike. And now it's a full count, so it was originally 0-2. Quickly became 3-2.
First inning will end on a strikeout for Markopoulos. We'll be back with you for the start of the second. Back now for the start of the second inning.
Now batting number 4.
St. Anne's up 3-1.
Starting off for Stab will be Maxwell Majors, freshman. It's a pretty young team here for Stab. Got 3 8th graders and a couple freshmen, I think 5. Second pitch will be a ball. It'll be 2-0 now for Majors. Coble's still on the mound despite a initial 3-run inning. 3 straight balls to start off second inning from Coble. And 4 straight balls. It'll be a walk for Majors. He didn't even have to swing.
Now batting number 10, Nolan Bruton.
Now batting will be Nolan Bruton, the outfielder. He's also a freshman. And Coble is repeatedly hitting that high and outside spot for balls. That's 5 straight now where he's hit the exact same spot. There you go. 1-1 count now after a swing and a miss from Bruton. One-two count now for Nolan Bruton. Majors is at first. And again hitting that same spot as Coble for a ball. 2-2 now. Now for Nolan Bruton. Or actually, excuse me, it looks like it was a strike he called, and Bruton thought it was a ball and had stayed at the plate, but he'll be retired. And up now will be start of the lineup, Marco Lopez Esser. Coble will attempt to pick off on Maxwell Majors at first. So Wes, interesting encounter there. Nolan Bruton thought he was still at bat and did not go to the dugout.
Yeah, got to be aware of your surroundings. Pretty fast-paced game, so it's understandable that he was confused. That one will go foul. Doesn't hit a car.
Which does happen quite frequently.
Often, actually, yeah.
Field. So 1-1 count now for Lopez Esser.
Keeps trying to pick off the man at first.
Yeah, and he's not very committed to it. I mean, he's kind of just...
Yeah, he's gone too slow through it.
Right.
That one a bit high.
Two-one count now for Marco Lopez Esser, pitching away from Coble. Outside again, he's hit that spot multiple times throughout this game, and there it is again. It'll be 3-1 now.
That one goes foul again.
Believe it. Went clear of any cars, thankfully.
Full count now. One out. Runner on first. That one
Pop
is
that
up
one
towards
way up.
first. Jacob Carnley grabs it.
Covered a lot of ground there.
Yeah, ran all the way from second to shallow right field.
Now batting number 13, Alex
Now up
Markopoulos.
for St. Anne's Belfield, Alex Markopoulos, the pitcher and the man we saw hit a two-run homer in the first inning. Cobo hoping this one goes a little bit better for him. That one starts off with a ball.
Looks like Coble's going to throw that one back, and Schmidt will exchange it for another one.
That one.
Markopoulos will kind of half swing on that one, and Coble will scoop it up and throw it to Rootsas to retire the inning. So we'll take a break as we transition to the bottom of the second. So we're back now for the bottom of the second. Your Saints trail by 2. Now batting is number 3, Josh Van. He'll fly out to left field and is caught. So 1 up, 1 down so far from the Saints. Markopoulos remains on the mound for Stab. Up now is the sophomore Curtis Hale.
Number 1, Curtis Hale.
He'll pop out to shortstop. Throw is high and had to step off the bag. That was...
He will be safe at first.
Yeah, that was first baseman Ethan Laurier. Throw was just a little bit too far off the bag. He had to step off, and Curtis Hale will be safe.
Now batting
Up now, Jacob Carnley,
Jacob Carnley.
freshman.
Yeah, he's been impressive this year, Wes. They've been kind of moving him around from short to second.
Yeah, he's been starting most games, which is pretty impressive for a freshman on this already, say, veteran-heavy team. That'll be a strike. Trying to pick off Hale at first. Can't get there.
A 1 count now for Carnley. Pitch is low and outside for a ball. One count, pitching away from Markopolis. That'll be inside for a strike. So 1-2 now. Pitch is outside for a ball. It'll be 2-2. Wes, what have your thoughts been on this team's or this year's varsity baseball team?
I think it's a pretty impressive squad considering just how many seniors you lost last year. Nick Biddison and Madison Furman both committed to play at VCU and Virginia Tech respectfully. So I think this team's done a great job in filling in those shoes, which are definitely big shoes to fill.
Without a doubt. Carnley remains at 2-2 now. Hale at first still.
Did I say respectfully earlier?
Yeah, I think so. That was, you used it rightly though.
I think it's respectively. That's what I said?
Oh, I don't know actually. I think you said respectively, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I just nailed it.
Car has just been hit behind us. Excuse me, the roof of a house. A lot better than getting hit by, not getting hit by a car, but the ball hitting your car.
So pitcher Markopolis is high for a ball. That'll be a walk for Markopolis, and Hale will advance to second. And up now is sophomore prodigy Griffin O'Farrell.
Griffin O'Farrell.
1 out thus far in the bottom of the second. First pitch will be a ball, and Wes, earlier we saw Farrell get home for the Saints. I think he had a single, and then stole second, and I believe third.
Yeah, I was going to talk about this earlier, but Griffin O'Farrell, only a sophomore for the Saints, started last year as a freshman, which is super impressive. Had an awesome year too, so I'm definitely excited to see what he can do in the next 3 years. I think it's going to be a cornerstone for the Saints team.
Definitely. O'Farrell will call time, step out of the box. Farrell grounds out. It'll be hit to left field, past shortstop. They'll throw it in, and Hale goes home. Not much urgency there from Stav. Is kind of just routinely threw it into number 34, the third baseman. It's Dylan Burleson, and Burleson fumbled it, and Hale went home.
Now for the Saints, Carter Schmidt, another sophomore, starting catcher as well.
And definitely not the first error we've seen from Stav today. Their second baseman had an error earlier off of a chopped out hit to second base. I think that was O'Farrell actually earlier that had the hit to second, which was fumbled. But Saints were taking advantage of it.
Beautiful day here in Richmond. Nice and sunny. Just love the color of the grass.
Swing and a miss from Schmidt. 0-2 count now.
Bit of a hot one, but can't complain. It's springtime. Better than being cold.
Definitely. Wild
Even-
pitch, and Hale will. Excuse me, not Hale. Hale just scored. That's Carnley over at third. And O'Farrell advances to second after a wild pitch from Markopoulos. So Saints are definitely in scoring position here. Even O'Farrell could potentially get home on a distant hit from Schmidt, which I think he has the potential to do. And there it is. He cracks one out center field. It'll drop, and Carnley will easily get home. O'Farrell rounds third, but looks like Coach Simondera will hold him there. Nice RBI there from Schmidt. Up again now is Patrick Rustis, the ODU commit.
Batting, 24, Patrick Bruce.
Could definitely have O'Farrell score here, as Rustis is an impressive hitter, so wouldn't be surprised to see O'Farrell either tag up or just even score off of Rustis' hit. First pitch from Markopoulos is a strike. Second pitch on the way. The outside. Rustis checks his swing. Be a ball. Markopoulos throws over to first, but Schmidt is back quickly. Outside again for Markopoulos. 2-1 now for Rustis. Third straight ball from Markopoulos, as Rustis will now be in a 3-1 situation with O'Farrell on third and Schmidt on first. A walk here would load the bases, which is definitely not what you're going to do when you've got Demani Fleming on deck. Schmidt will take off from first and doesn't have to slide to get there to second. And Rustis has walked, so would have advanced anyway had Schmidt not taken off, but he gets there anyway. And bases are loaded with Demani Fleming up the bat. This could be a big play here.
Bases loaded. First one's a little bit outside and low. That one's up
Way
high.
high. So 3 straight balls from Markopoulos. Not a good thing to do when the bases are loaded, because a walk here would walk in O'Farrell and advance everybody else. Interesting. So if I was Demani Fleming, I'd be swinging for the fences on that fourth pitch there, because I know it had to be a strike. And this one likely will be as well. for Markopoulos as he can't afford to throw any more balls that would walking in of runners.
Not much to lose here. But he will get walked anyway, so a Farrell will come in for the score.
Saints will take the lead. Up now is Tate Gathright, bases loaded, and Stab will have a quick chat with Markopoulos. It's never a good sign when your pitcher walks in a batter.
Now batting, number 33, Tate Gathright.
So it's Gathright now, 1 out, bases still loaded. First pitch is outside for a ball. Gathright's going to foul that one back. 1-1 now.
Be another ball. It's a 2-1 now for Gathright. Not the best inning by Markopoulos. It's that one rolls into the dirt. It's a 3-1 now. And Gathright is walked.
So again, Stab's coach will come out, and I think we will see Markopoulos get pulled here because he just walked 2 straight batters, and that's going to result in 2 runs. So they're going to change some things around. They'll bring in Mark Moore from the bullpen there, and they'll move Markopoulos to short, and we'll cycle some outfielders as well. So Mark Moore is a 5'9" sophomore for Stab. He'll help provide some relief to this Stab defense as Saints still have bases loaded. Roots is on third, Fleming at second, and Gathright at first. Stab's coach was encouraging his team to keep up the energy. Wes, things are pretty mellow here at Jacobs Field.
Quiet day. Nothing but the birds chirping. Nice little breeze here and there. Pretty hot pretty hot up in this press box. We're having fun.
Just been an hour. Those are 2 innings. Jesus Christ.
In an hour? What time is it? Oh my god.
5:20.
I used to get out of here at 8:30.
Turn it off.
Up now for the Saints, Jack Sanella.
Now batting,
Mark Moore, the sophomore, now pitching.
Snella.
First one, a little bit too low. Swings for that one, but can't hit.
One is way high and outside from Mark Moore. 2-1 now for Sanella.
Still only one out.
It's going by pretty slowly, Wes.
Yeah. Another swing and a miss for Sanella. 2-2 now.
So Sanella will strike out.
Up now, senior Josh Vaniskachorn.
Now batting, number 3, Josh Van.
You sound so not excited. Too afraid to say his last name.
2 outs now. Pitching away from Moore. Down in the dirt, wild pitch. And Rootsis will score from third. He'll steal home there. Everybody else will advance as well. So it's Fleming to third and Gathright to second. 6-3 now.
Stop putting Gilbert as we can get out of here.
Crack that one out to the pitcher. Mark Moore will throw to first. And that'll retire the inning off of a ground out from Josh Nishkorn. We'll take a break as we transition to the top of the third.
Back now for the top of the third, Vance Spinelli at bat. Senior captain. Kobel's pitch a little bit outside.
Oh, I thought he invented it. Apparently this is actually like.
Another ball.
So gotta make an ass of myself.
And that's 3 now.
You're smart and you pass everything.
And Spinelli gets walked.
Yeah, 4 straight balls from Coble. That's not a great way to start the inning.
Up now, Henry Ford.
Number 9, Henry Ford.
Saints call a timeout. Simondera and Schmidt coming to talk to Coble.
What do you think's going on right now? Pause the game. Call it a chat. I don't know. Chatty. Chatty khakis at the moment.
Switching change here for the Saints. Jacob Carnley, the freshman, coming in for Harrison Coble. Rutis will switch to third base. Damonte Fleming will come up and play first. Now getting ready for Ford's at bat. Funny thing, his name is Henry Ford, inventor of the Model T,
He invented the Model T.
in I believe 19 something. It's foul, gets behind dugout.
Let's hit that old man.
Invented the assembly line. Little history trivia. That one will also go foul. Symboling these fouls, if you will. That's bad. No outs, run on first.
Nice pitch from Carnley for the first strikeout here.
It's only got third
Now
out.
batting, number 34, Dylan Burleson.
Dylan Burleson in at bat.
He'll steal second. Wow.
Umpire talking to third base coach about
Yeah, he's hot.
some sort of interference.
Um, So
He's
just
livid.
called out Burleson for, I believe it was Burleson for interference on the throw from Schmidt. I think he got in the way. That was Spinelli stealing second.
Yes, they're going to send him back.
Right, so Spinelli, I believe, will be either out or he'll have to go back.
So it'll only be one out.
Yeah, so Burleson will be called out for interfering with Schmidt.
So he's
So there will be 2 outs.
Yes,
Now batting
Okay.
number 14, Keyshawn West.
and Spinelli has to go back to first as Burleson had interfered with the throw.
Keyshawn West up to bat.
So pitch from Carlin is way high for a ball. 1-1 count now for West. And West's third base coach for Stab was not happy about that interference call.
He was not. He was
And Spinelli will steal second again.
in his feelings about it.
This time, no interference call. He'll remain.
Improving. 2-1. Looks like he swung a little bit to me, but umpire calls it differently.
3-1 count now for Keyshawn West.
Some civil discourse. Ain't nothing like it. And that one, he did swing, so full count now, 2 outs. The make or break pitch for the top of the third for all the marbles. Runner on second, trying to steal third, up.
Spinelli will take off. That is popped out. Center fielder slipped. It's unable to get
Ooh.
there. That's not great. I think that was Harrison Coble who was
It
pitching
was.
in the first and second innings. So that's a bad break for the Saints because full count, 2 outs. Keyshawn West popped up to center field, but Coble's slip was able to get there, and hence Spinelli will come home from second. Pitch is outside. Keyshawn West takes off, and he'll be out. What a throw from Carter Schmidt. And a nice tag out by Curtis Hale. And that'll retire the top half of the third inning.
Back here for the bottom of the third, Curtis Hale
Batting
up to
number
bat.
1, Curtis Hale.
Curtis Hale, a varsity soccer player. We got another varsity soccer player in the booth right now, Bo Connor on scoreboard. Big soccer guy. Knows all the players like Messi and Ronald.
Messi and Lionel.
That one pop up to right.
20.
So Hale will be out. Now Jacob Carnley.
Now batting number 9, Jacob Conley.
First pitch will be inside for a strike.
Curse your name.
Carly's going to chop that one out to left field
Go foul.
and just foul. Carly's going to chop that one out over the shortstop's head. That was Markopoulos at short. Left fielder will grab it, throw it in, and Carly will stop at first. Up now is sophomore prodigy Griffin O'Farrell for the Saints.
Now batting, number 5, Griffin O'Farrell.
Just one out. Currently on first.
O'Farrell's going to ground that one out to short. That's Markopoulos. He'll throw to second. They try to turn two, but they will not be able to.
Error from the shortstop. Kind of hit his glove and bounced out.
Yeah, the throw from Spinelli to first was way off the bag, but nevertheless, Markopoulos is able to get it to Spinelli to tag out Carly at second.
Now batting, number 2, Carter Schmidt.
Carter Schmidt up to bat for the Saints.
And Schmidt's been impressive this year, Wes. He's done a great job at catcher. Just been very consistent.
Definitely, I don't. Go ahead.
He's just been a strong hitter as well.
I don't think he knew he'd be the starting catcher at the beginning of the season, but after a few lineup changes, he's taken over the starting spot and done a pretty good job of it.
And he took over the starting spot for soccer too. I don't think he was heading into that season expecting to be the starting goalkeeper. But
Right. Yeah.
I think he just works hard in practice, earns his reps, and then eventually gets in the starting role. 2-0 early on here for Schmidt, or Farrell at first. Two-one now for Schmidt. Farrell takes off for second. Throw is going to be way too late.
Yeah, he got there easy.
Henry Ford. So Farrell safely advances to second.
Schmidt strikes out though, so doesn't matter. It'll end the third inning on to the top of the fourth. Back for the top of the fourth. Laurier at bat. Almost hit him in the head there.
One out count for Laurier. Pitching away from Carnley's inside for a strike. Conley throws way outside for a ball. 2-1 now.
Jesus.
2-2 count now. 2-2. Swing and a miss for Delorier. And he strikes out.
Wes Carnley's looking pretty good.
Yeah, coming in for relief for Cobal's done a pretty decent job so far.
He's been a really impressive freshman.
It's nice seeing all these young studs the Saints have on their team. As Carnley can't get onto that. What a play there.
Yeah, it's Curtis Hale. The Maxwell Majors grounded out to Carnley, but Carnley bobbled off his glove, but Curtis Hale was there behind it and scoop it up and throw it to first and throw out Delorier at first.
Kind of an off-balance throw. Monty Fleming playing first base now. Charlie Lincoln at right field.
Batting is the pitcher for Stab, Mark Moore. He came in to relieve Markopoulos earlier in the third inning, I believe.
Foul ball.
Strike 3. So Mark Moore will strike out as Carnley retires this inning. We'll take a break.
Back for the bottom of the fourth. Patrick Rootsis up at bat. Saints up 6-4. That one hits the dirt. Another ball.
Two out count here for Rootsis. Wow. That one went behind Rootsis.
Not quite sure what's going on for Moore. Perhaps a little bit rattled out there. First strike. Brutus. This one's going to go foul.
It'll land safely in the lawn there.
Full count now.
We're just going to crack that one out to center left field. And be caught. First out of the inning. Up now is Damani Fleming. He's currently playing first base for the Saints.
Now batting, number 12, Damani Fleming.
First pitch is in the dirt from Moore. Fleming cracks that one out to left field, and it's going to be dropped. So he'll safely advance to first. There was some definitely some speed on that line drive from Fleming, Wes.
Big kid. Just don't move it.
Up now is Tate Gathright.
For 33, Tate Gathright.
So Moore will try to throw out Fleming at first, but to no avail. He'll be back safely.
A little bit too low.
Strike from Gathright. He was swinging for the fences there. 1-1 now. It's in there for a strike. 1-2. Now for Gathright.
Line drive in between first and second. Gets it into right field.
Nice attempt from Spinelli to make a diving save there at second base, but goes into the outfield and Maxwell Major scoops it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts. Check your circuit breakers. Make sure you're not touching any water. This stadium is electric right now. James Gilmore up at bat. Little factoid, he actually batted 1,000 last year. So pretty impressive. Can't wait to see what he does here.
Last game, did he get a hit?
Runners on first and second.
You know, Wes, Damani Fleming will be going to college in Cape Town.
Gilmore.
Oh my God.
Gilmore. Oh, he dropped it. Gilmore gets on first. Fleming going home. Fleming. Slip and slide. He got it. James Gilmore with an RBI. I mean, I love to see that.
I know you do.
Now batting, number 3, Josh Mann.
7-4 now for the Saints.
So that's an RBI for Gilmore, just adding to his impressive batting statistics. First pitch from Moores. In there for a ball. It's Josh Mann, who's also going to a foreign country for college. He'll be going to NYU, and I believe it's Shanghai. He'll crack that one up. And shortstop will claim it. And he catches it. That was Markopoulos. So 2 outs now.
Up now,
Gilmore at
Curtis.
first.
Up now, Curtis Hale.
Now batting, number 1, Curtis Hale.
Gathred at second. And Gilmore at first. First pitch. He's going to crank that one up to center field. It'll drop. And it looks like Gathred's going to come home. And they're not going to have a throw home. They're just going to allow it to happen. So
Shortstop.
8-4.
The cutoff man dropped it there. I'm not sure he still would have made the throw home, but
Yeah, Gathred's pretty quick. I don't know if he'd have
yeah.
gotten home.
so Gilmore now on second, Hale on first.
Now batting, number 9,
Jacob Carnley up now,
Jacob Carnley.
trying to get Gilmore and Hale in.
First pitch from Moore will be a hit. Same spot as Curtis Hale there, and Gilmore gets home.
Gilmore sliding in for the easy run. What a play. James Gilmore, man. Getting high fives from his teammates.
You gotta love the passion from Gilmore sliding into home.
That's all fashion, baby.
Number 5,
Love to see it.
O'Farrell.
Griffin O'Farrell now up to bat. Hale at second, Carnley at first.
So Hale and Carnley actually both hit the same exact spot. That center field gap.
Another thing I want to add, Gilmore was feeling it too. Carnley only ran to first. Gilmore at second decided, you know what, I'm just going to go all the way home. Nothing to lose, and it paid off.
Pitch from Moore will be a strike. 1-1 now for O'Farrell.
Gilmore, a friend of the program, did sports information in the fall. I believe the winner.
Two one now for O'Farrell. And I think Stab just wants to get out of this inning. It's been rough enough already.
Been a long 4 innings. Been here almost 2 hours now.
Be a ball. So 3-1 now for O'Farrell. Hale at second, Carnley at first.
That one will go foul.
Crushes that one, but it'll just be right of the first base line, out of the park.
Farrell will be walked, so bases loaded now as Carter Schmidt come up.
Now batting, number 2, Carter Schmidt.
First pitch from Moore is outside for a strike. You know, Moore's trying to be careful here, Wes, because in the past he's had a couple wild pitches that have allowed the third base runner to score.
Almost like that one.
Yep. Schmidt's going to crack that one out left field. And it is caught to retire the inning. We'll take a break as we transition into the top of the fifth.
Back now for the top of the fifth. Marco Lopez. Strike for Carnley. Cooling down here in Richmond. Pretty hot earlier today.
So Lopez will chop that one out to second.
Now batting, number 13,
One down so far.
Alex Markopoulos.
Up now is Markopoulos, who homered, had a 2-run homer in the first. See what he can do here. First pitch from Carnley will be a strike. Wes, Carnley's been very impressive.
Totally agree.
I don't think they've scored since he's been brought in.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier, and I was wondering if that see that one run they have in the third, was that under Carnley or not? But either way, super impressive here for Carnley. That one will be hit to left as soon as we say that. Markopoulos will get to first.
Yeah, I think we just jinxed him.
Now batting, number 3, Van Spinelli.
Van Spinelli up now. That'll ruin Carnley's no-hitter. It's B in the booth. Oh, he's gone.
Pitch from Carnley will be a strike. He'll throw out to second, but Markopoulos will advance safely. 1-1 now for Spinelli. shot back.
Almost
Right
hit
back at
us.
us, yeah. 1-2 now for Spinelli.
What does he have against us? Trying to pick off the man at second, but does not go too well. Farrell drops the ball. And Markopoulos will advance to third.
Still 1-2 now for Spinelli. Markopoulos at third. Definitely in scoring position. He'll foul that one back into the right.
Lands in a bush.
Pretty convenient. Pitch on the way from Carnley. He'll foul that one back and right again.
Lands in the same bush.
Wow.
That's consistency. Just impressive.
To measure the distance between the two impacts on the bush.
That one will not hit the bush. Instead, it'll be a ball.
Two-two now for Spinelli. Pitch will be high.
Get the
And
out.
Spinelli did not actually leave the plate. He believed it was a ball, but reluctantly heads back to the dugout. 2 outs now.
Breeze blowing through the press box. Love to feel it. Ooh, a little bit low and outside. Set it for Friday and the weekend. I know you viewers
Wow.
at home are too. 2-0 count now.
That was dangerously close to his head there. Ford will foul that one back and right and hits the road and bounces into a tree. Ford was going to chop that one out to third.
Ooh.
And butchered throw from, looks like Pat Rutzis. Fleming's unable to scoop it up, so Markopoulos will score from third. And Ford will advance to second.
Now batting, number 34, Dylan Burleson.
It's a rare error from Rutzis there, Wes.
Yeah, not often you see him mess up. Kind of a sloppy inning from the Saints so far.
That
This
was
one.
Head out right where Vazenelik is playing. He's unable to get there. He'll throw home.
Far throw.
And it's not close to the plate, so Schmidt has to come out and retrieve it. And Ford gets home. So
Now batting, number 14.
The fifth inning woes for the Saints continue.
yeah, Saints only up by 3 now. It's Keyshawn West up to bat.
We appreciate our scoreboard and PA announcers. They mean the world to us. And our cameraman.
Oh, thanks.
1-2 count now for Keyshawn West, and looks like he'll take off, but struck out, so it's irrelevant. We'll take a break as we head into the bottom of the 5th.
Back for the bottom of the fifth. Patrick Ruchis up to bat. Score 6-9 in favor of St. Chris.
And Stab has made a pitching change. It's now Wade Timberlake and a pitcher.
Wade Timberlake. Not sure if there's any relation to Justin.
I would assume not, but you never know.
Assumptions are dangerous.
2-0 count. Pitch on the way from Timberlake. Rutzis will crack that one up to shortstop, and he'll be thrown out. 1 out now.
How many Timberlakes do you know, though? How many can you name?
It's a very good point,
I
Wes.
know, yeah. These are only 2 I've ever known.
I have met him before, though, and I don't recall any reference to Justin Timberlake. But you never know, though. Maybe he just keeps quiet about it.
Humble kid. Monty filming up to bat.
Pitch is way outside from Timberlake. 1-0 now for Fleming.
Two 2-0 now. Rio now.
Fourth pitch from Timberlake will be a ball. So 4 straight balls from Timberlake. That's not what I imagine Stab wanted out of their fresh pitcher, but it's what they'll get regardless. Now batting will be number 33, Tate Gathright.
Number 33, Tate Gathright.
First pitch will be a strike from Timberlake. Just outside from Timberlake, it'll be 2-1 now. Down in the dirt. Fleming's going to take off after that one. It's a wild pitch from Timberlake. Well, it's way outside from Timberlake, so he'll walk another one. And up now will be number 25, James Gilmore. He was successful on his previous attempt. Had a single, an RBI, and then eventually got home himself, coming in from second.
Man, the myth, the legend. Look at him, man.
And he'll hit that one into a double play there
Ooh.
to end the inning. So we'll take a break as we transition to the top of the 6th. So up now is Ethan Laurier for Stab. Still pitching as Carnley. First one will be high for a strike. Laurier will pop the one back and right. And does not hit a car.
One goes foul.
So 0-2 here for Delorier. Delorier is going to hit that one in between center and left. And actually
Wow.
fumbled it. That's terrible.
They both did.
Yeah. Is that Curtis Hale out in center field? I can't tell.
It's
Number 4.
I believe Tate Gathright and Josh Van. Curtis Hill playing second.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so initially it looked like Josh Van bobbled it, and then Gathright went to pick it up, and he also kind of fumbled it a little bit. So Delorier is able to advance to second.
Third, shortstop, second.
No. So ball from Carnley. Delorier is looking to take off from second. It looks like he's taking a pretty big gap. Three-0 count for Carnley here. We'll see what he does.
Carnley kind of losing his momentum. I say as he gets a strike.
On the outside, and Majors took off running for the walk, and calls him back for a strike.
Ooh.
We've seen that a couple of times now from Stab, where they assume the call and end up being wrong.
It's been Majors every time, I think.
Yeah,
Gotta respect your umpires.
and he'll take off there, and that one is definitely a ball, as that one's in the dirt. So Majors will be walked to first. Delorier remains at second. Now batting will be Nolan Bruton.
Third baseman coming to talk to the umpire. No arguments here. Keeping it classy.
I wonder what they're talking about.
Couldn't tell you. Can't read lips.
Pitches outside from Carlin. He ran in to cover home for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Bruton looks like he was trying to bunt it. So I think that's why Carnley was about to run in. Carnley fakes the pick off to second.
Delorier runs back.
That one will go foul.
Pop that one back and right.
Smell a freshly cut grass. Wonder where that's coming from. You know, it smells actually chemicals that the grass give off to like alert other grass of danger or something. I'm not even making that up. Like I saw that somewhere. So.
You know, Wes, I never would have thought that grass would communicate with other
I didn't
shards and
either.
germs, but
I didn't believe it, but I think it's true. I saw it on the internet.
Must be true.
Yeah.
Now at number 1, Marco Lopez
So
Esteve.
back to the top of the lineup. It's Stab with Marco Lopez Esser. Stab's bullpen is speaking Spanish to him.
Yes. Mown grass smell sends SOS for help in resisting insect attacks, researchers say. From agrilife.org. So,
Sounds like a valuable source.
pretty interesting.
0-2 count so far for Lopez.
Carnley's getting his touchback here.
That one's outside. 1-2 now for Lopez. He's going to crush that one out left. Josh Van's there for the coverage. He'll wave it off, and he'll grab that one, throw it in. Deloria will not be able to tag up. 2 outs now. And at the bat will be home run hitter Alex
Number
Markopoulos.
13, Alex Markopoulos.
He's been good. I think through 2 attempts he's had a homer and he had a single earlier off an error, but got on base regardless. First pitch is in there for a strike from Carnley. Potentially speaking, Wes, a home run would tie this game,
Very true.
and he's definitely capable of making that happen.
That one goes outside.
Schmidt will throw to second after Deloria took off, but decided against it. Has to slide back to get in safely. Another ball from Carnley. One's in the dirt, but Deloria stays as Schmidt's able to get there quickly, recover it. Three-one count. Carnley throws over to first, but no issues there.
Coach, my dad's texting me that he has to go, so can I go? Is that okay? Alright.
Full count now. 2 outs.
Yeah, it's an important pitch here. Carnley's going to check over at second, and Deloria is just safe. That was pretty close, Wes. Full count pitch on the way. He's going to crush that one out left field. Josh Van's going to come in. He'll make the catch to retire the inning. That's a big play there from Josh Van. And poised pitching from Carnley will close out the inning. Saints still up 3 as we head into the bottom of the 6th.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth. Josh Vaniska-Jorn up to bat.
Number 3, Josh Vaniska-Jorn.
First pitch from Timberlake is outside. Excuse me, looks like they went for another pitching change. It's Maxwell Majors now. So Timberlake was only able to get a couple batters and then changed. So they're on their fourth pitcher now, I believe.
Almost hit Vaniska-Jorn there.
Just low and outside. It'll be 2-1 now for Josh Van. On deck is sophomore Curtis Hale. 3-1 now after a high and outside pitch from Majors. Josh Van will pop that one out center field. Shortstop will cover it. And he does so. 1 out now. Off the bat is Curtis Hale.
Now batting, number 1, Curtis Hale.
Hale will hit this one ground out to left field. Stop at first. And up bat now will be freshman prodigy Jacob Parnley.
Now batting, number 9, Jacob Conley.
It's outside for a strike from Majors. One now. Pitched in the dirt, and it's like Curtis Hale will easily advance to second. He'll step off the mound, take his time here. Chop that one up, and it's a close one there. Hale took off for third, but came back to second, and Carlin will be safe at first.
Now batting, number 5,
Griffin O'Farrell up now.
O'Farrell.
One out, runners on first and second. This one
Pitch.
to center field. He's got it.
Hale was going to tag up, but decides against it. 2 outs now.
Carter Schmidt will walk up. Taking off his catching gear first.
Now batting, number 2, Carter Schmidt.
First pitch is inside for a ball. Excuse me, for a strike. 0-1 for Schmidt. One's low and outside for a ball. 1-1 now. Thompson, a nice catch there from
Wow.
Majors. He'll throw Schmidt out at first and retire the inning. Nice instincts there from Maxwell Majors on the mound. We'll take a break as we head into the top of the 7th. Back now for the top of the 7th. First pitch from Carnley will be a ball inside. It's Vance Manelli up to bat. He'll ground out to third. Nice catch from Roots. Perfect throw. First out.
Rollins Thompson. Excuse me, Rollins Thompson in at first now. That's been happening all day.
I imagine it's the pollen.
Yes, allergies definitely.
Serious curveball there from Carnley. Almost hit number 9, Henry Ford. He'll foul that one back. And into that same bush. Wes, we've seen that.
Well,
We've seen balls headed that bush all day.
they love that bush.
Pitch from
Ooh.
Carnley is dangerously close. Ford kind of checked his hands out of the way. Two-one count, pitch on the way from Carnley. Check that one up. Roots calls it. Catches it. One more out for the Saints here. It'll be Dylan Burleson up to bat.
A lot of pressure on Burleson here. That one. Go foul.
Calls it fair, actually.
So a single from Burleson. Now it's up to Tyler Bennick, another 8th grader on the team.
I believe this is the first time we've seen him today, Wes.
It is, yeah.
First pitch from Carnley is a little high for the first ball. That'll be low and inside from Carnley. 1-1 now. Bennett will chop that one out to third. And
Roots
Roots
diving for it.
Roots made a diving attempt to get that one. Falls just short. Was able to get the glove there, but just couldn't complete the catch.
Just need one more strike now to end the game.
1-2. Bennett will kind of half swing. It's dropped. Schmidt will throw out to first, and that'll be the game. So final score, Saints 9, St. Anne's Belfield 6. That'll do it here from Liam Nolan and West Featherstone out in Jacobs Field. Thanks for joining us.